No, that was not the answer, I'm afraid.
Well, it would have been fun.
Yes, it would have been. OK, all right, so what was the correct answer?
They can't perform hard.
Can't perform hard.
Yay!
Well done,
This one was similar as well. They took out the carbohydrates.
OK, well, let's see how the scores are at this stage. So, Jonathan and Jamie have 18 points.
Thank you.
David and Eddie have 19 points. They're in the lead. David and Miranda have 3 points.
Woo!
OK, we're going to take a short break while the girls give me, well, not of a jazzle, obviously, but maybe glitter balls. See you then. Christmassy. Welcome back to the big fat quiz of the year. And as the intercepted voicemail of July and August results in the select committee hearings of September and October, let's remind ourselves what happened. Bruce Forsyth was finally given a knighthood. It must have been an amazing sight to see a woman too old to pick up a sword knight a man too old to kneel down. BlackBerry apologised after a 3-day loss of service. In a statement, the head of BlackBerry said, "We are working day and night to error some text missing." The great David Walliams swam the Thames and raised £1 million for charity. There are some disgusting things floating in the Thames, and for 10 days, David Walliams was one of them.
Well, you came to see me, which
I
was
came to
very
see you
nice.
in Henley for sort of half.
I know, it was lovely, and you kind of gave me like a massage and everything. And Miranda came and visited too.
I did, yes.
Some people didn't come.
I couldn't be fucked. But you...
Well, what did it raise? It was over £1 million, wasn't it?
1.2
That's
million.
amazing, brother. Wow.
Properly impressive. Properly good thing to do. I mean, it's no 43 marathons in 51 days, but it's still OK.
No, it's really... Swimming is really difficult. You only swim about 3 miles an hour, 4 miles an hour? It's
2.
2 miles an hour.
Yeah.
It's really tough. It is tough. My things are easy peasy compared to his thing.
Well, OK then.
OK, we'll have a couple of questions, OK?
Yeah.
And for our first question, it's over to rock god Lenny Kravitz.
Hello, Jimmy. As you know, I'm a huge fan of particle physics. But can your teams tell me why Albert Einstein may have been fairly alarmed back in September?
Was it because you wouldn't take your sunglasses off? Lenny Kravitz there, particle physicist and guitarist. OK. This year, Rihanna had a run-in with a farmer in Northern Ireland, Alan Graham. What happened? There he is. Rihanna had a run-in with that man.
Got it. Got the answer.
Have you written it down?
Yeah.
We've got it. We've done it.
You got it.
Oh. And finally, it's back over to Jon Snow in the Channel 4 newsroom for another report on a Song of the Year. John, over to you.
An unlikely economist has released new guidelines to help Britain cope during the recession. The London-based expert indicated that she does not need our money, and is keen to implement a new fiscal policy that would effectively make the world dance. The report, commissioned by Coconut Man and Moonheads, claims that during an economic downturn, everyone should look to the left, then everyone should look to the right. It goes on to conclude that it's not about the cha-ching, cha-ching, and warns that Britain should be less concerned about the bubbling. Back to you, Jimmy.
Jon Snow there. It's a legend.
And what's the question?
So the question was, what song was he reporting on? One of the songs of the year.
Yeah, I mean, that song, that song that goes like what he said, that one. Yeah. Yeah, that one.
Well, have a dance at it. It's one of the biggest selling artists this year. I think the third biggest selling artist this year.
I think it's working.
OK, David, Miranda, Jamie, Jonathan, are you all ready?
Yeah.
You got everything? OK. Let's put you out of your misery with some answers. Lenny Kravitz asked you why Einstein might have been fairly alarmed back in September. Any thoughts?
Didn't they believe at the Hadron Collider that neutrinos, they might have got neutrinos, they've got evidence they travel faster than the speed of light, which if you go with Einstein's, one of his theories, the famous one, it's not possible.
OK, what did you go for, David and Ed?
Neutrinos faster than the speed of light.
Neutrinos faster than the speed of light. Oh, well, I imagine Miranda and David have got this right as well.
Oh, yeah.
Einstein found out his moustache had been bejazzled.
Let's go back to Lenny Kravitz for the answer.
It was because scientists believed that they had proved that the speed of light was no longer the fastest thing in the universe. Eat it, Einstein.
He's slightly flirting with me.
He's flirting with Einstein.
OK. Lenny Kravitz.
I've met his cousin.
I've met
Does he like rice?
I've met Lenny Kravitz's cousin. That's a true story, OK? I don't want to name drop, but I've met his cousin.
I've met his daughter
Have you?
a couple of times.
Really? Well, I've met his cousin, so fuck off.
OK, so why did farmer Alan Graham have beef with Rihanna? Anyone?
She took a top off on his farm.
Yes, he is the man in the UK that didn't want to see Rihanna with a top off. He found the one man. David, Miranda, what did you put for this?
Rihanna and the farmer made sweet,
Sweet,
beautiful,
beautiful
love
love.
in the field, and she farted. You know, the farmer was like, no thank you, dear.
Get out!
Get out, get off my land.
Get off my land.
OK, Jonathan, Jamie, what did you get?
He pulled the chute because it was getting too kinky and there was, like, kissing and a bit of titty action, so it off. Get off my land.
Get off my land because she had a top
I
off
like
in
the
the
fact
field.
that Jamie not only told you, he kind of acted part of it out as well.
Yeah, no, nice.
For a moment, I thought I was sitting next to the farmer.
I thought I was on Jimmy's farm all of a sudden.
Yeah.
There she is, and I believe that top came off during the video shoot.
Fantastic.
And he wasn't happy about
But
that.
also, what was he doing?
The people who own where Downton Abbey is filmed weren't coming in the whole time saying, look, come on, none of this makes sense. How come it's 2 years later but they don't seem to have had a conversation?
agree.
Why isn't anyone getting any older?
I think what they've all missed is how did he know what she was doing?
Well, he was angry because even though she was in the middle of the field naked, he could see it really clearly
With
through
a
his
telescope.
giant telescope. Yeah. He couldn't get his masturbatorium.
Jonathan and Jamie got that, and David and Eddie got that.
Thank you very much.
David and Miranda, not so much. And finally, on this round, Jon Snow reported on another of the year's biggest songs. Did anyone get it?
Yes.
Jonathan, Jamie?
Money, Money, Money by Susan Boyle.
No. David, Miranda?
We weren't concentrating again
Confused because Jon Snow,
he's
gone nuts.
mental.
Because he's meant to be reading the news and he's
It just keeps
gibberish.
like song lyrics and stuff.
Not,
He's
it's
gone
weird. It's weird, Jimmy.
Well, you're our best hope, and the hope is all
Is
lost.
it I Want Your Money... something like I Want Your Money by Jessie J, is that?
So we'll give you that. Jessie J, it was Price Tag.
Price Tag.
Right, let's have a little listen to Price Tag. Check out Price Tag.
He's no steps, tell you that.
Time for another little bonus round. This time it's all about virals. Let's see how many of these you remember, OK? Beyonce was all over the news all year, but why did a clip of an encounter with an overexcited fan go viral? So there's a clip of Beyonce with an overexcited fan. It went viral. Everyone saw it.
In the audience.
Yeah.
OK? David, Miranda, what have you got?
He knows this.
It's because Beyonce sat on the fan and squashed her to death. No?
Jonathan, Jamie?
This is a great clip. We know the answer.
Yeah, we do.
She goes out near the audience and she's singing along and then they're all going crazy and this girl goes nuts. She goes, I love you, Beyonce, I love you, Beyonce. And then Beyonce lets her have the microphone for a minute and she joins in, she just makes, and she sort of goes, ah, ah, ah. Beyonce looks terrified.
David, Eddie, we have the same answer. Let's have a look and see.
She does that, doesn't she?
I like it when you both do it together. Both do it together. Our next viral question. Fenton the dog became a YouTube sensation this year, but what was he filmed doing? OK, so I asked you why Fenton the dog became a YouTube sensation this year. David and Miranda.
The first dog to get a vajazzle. But the problem was that they spread out from that area all over the fur because they didn't really know where the pubic region ended. And so it took 7 years to vajazzle the dog, and people are watching a 7-year-long clip of a dog being vajazzled. I think people have got too much time on their hands, Jimmy.
David, Eddie, what have you got? Why did Fenton become an internet sensation?
Chasing deer.
Chasing deer, you say? OK, what do you think, Jamie and Jonathan?
I think that, was an inadequate answer. Chasing deer was the obvious bit, but across a road, nearly causing a massive pile-up.
While the man shouts, Fenton! Fenton! Oh, Christ! Oh, Christ! Fenton! Fenton!
You say nearly causing a massive pile-up?
Yes.
That is speculation. For all you know, it is averting a massive pile-up that car would otherwise have caused if it hadn't been slowed by the deer.
Let's have a look at this clip and make up our own minds. You're Jamie and Jonathan, a very complete answer. You definitely get a point. You get a point too, David and Eddie. Let's have a quick check on the scores. David and Eddie have 24 points. They're in the lead. Jonathan and Jamie have 22 points. David and Miranda are in third place with 3 points. Join us after the break for the nail-biting finale of the Big Fat Quiz of the Year 2011, when one of our panellists will be singing for their lives. What? I'm pretty sure that's right. Welcome back to the final part of the Big Fat Quiz, and as the washed-up celebrity of November is forced to eat the kangaroo anus of December, let's find out how the year ended. Jim Will Fix It host Jimmy Savile died. I guess he finally got round to reading my letter. Conrad Murray was found guilty of the manslaughter of Michael Jackson. He claims he did everything by the book. Unfortunately, the book in question was How to Sedate an Elephant. 3 of the world's top cricketers went to prison for spot fixing. To explain, spot fixing is what happens when something I don't understand is done by someone I've never heard of in the middle of something I don't give a fuck about. Right, we're on to our final set of questions. So, November, December. In December, 2 unusual visitors arrived at Edinburgh Airport, having enjoyed an in-flight meal of apples, carrots and cake. Who were they? OK, you all got something? David, write something down. For our next question, we go over to my chief scientist, Professor Brian Cox.
Hi Jimmy, hi Big Fat Quiz, Professor Brian Cox here. Now I know you think science is all fast cars, women and parties, which it predominantly is, for me at least. But there is a serious side. This year, 6 men completed a 520-day stay in a box. But what were they practicing for?
Yeah. Why were those men in a box? OK.
Beautiful.
OK, you got it?
Yeah, beautiful.
Next question. After a night of post-exam celebrations, London policeman Gary Withers got into trouble for sleeping in an inappropriate location. Where did he wake up?
Which is not a euphemism.
This is not a... You got it? You think? Jamie's got it.
Jamie knows. Jamie knows.
I got a good one.
He's smart, he's got it.
Yeah.
Oh, we've got another Say What You See puzzle. This spells out a news story. What news story is it? There's a lot of competition here. David and Miranda coming up from the rear. No change there.
We're all about the picture ones, though.
They're good,
That's
they're
how
fun,
we got our
aren't they?
point last time.
Ready?
Next.
OK. I've got the final question of the Big Fat Quiz of the Year 2011 here. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
Yay!
Final question. OK. Appropriately, we end this year's quiz with an and finally question. How was award-winning wildlife photographer David Slater upstaged by a monkey back in July? He's an award-winning photographer and he was upstaged by a monkey in July.
Yeah, okay, what's that the monkey took photographs?